In today's video, we're gonna rebuild this crashed A90 Supra in one episode. And as you can see, this Supra is destroyed. It was crashed years ago, and from these Copart photos, you can see how bad it really was. This car has been sold once or twice and has now landed itself in our hands. And to make matters even worse, this car doesn't even have an engine in it. Easy, Twan. But that's exactly the point. You guys know what we do here, and sometimes we put motors in cars that just don't belong. And before we get started on this Supra, we need to give this car a proper wash to see what's really hiding beneath all that dirt and grime. Now, as I showed you guys earlier, there's absolutely zero drivetrain in the Supra, but no worries, because I have this. Or I guess I should say I have what used to be in that Supra. Right here is my original drivetrain from that Supra. Now, before we turned the A90 into our pro car, we actually ran a stock B58 with the OEM manual transmission. And ever since we removed it out of my original A90, I've kept it all for a moment just like this, waiting to happen. So we're gonna be attempting something that I don't think anyone else has ever done, and that's put an OEM manual transmission and drivetrain and everything inside of an A90 that's automatic. Now, I know there are tons of people out there that would have an automatic that would want to swap it to manual, and some people have done it, but no one's done it with the actual real parts. I don't think I've ever formally introduced you guys to Jesse. Jesse has been working with us on our race program for this last year, and it's been in the background of a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
Now, you saw this for sale on Facebook Marketplace for how much?
It was posted for $9 grand and I got it for $7.
And then you drove across country to go and get it.
Yeah, I was in Ohio.
And then Jesse gave me a phone call. He's like, hey, do you still have all that stock drivetrain stuff that I know that you were keeping? And I'm like, yes, Jesse, I do. So Jesse picked up that car for $7 grand, and then he's purchasing everything else from me at a screaming deal.
Yeah.
And all of the parts off of my car I kept, literally everything. So we have all the arms, we have the diff, we have all the interior, the manual transmission trim.
Yeah.
And of course the engine, the tune that's on it, the downpipes.
Everything.
Literally everything. So this is gonna be a street drift build.
More of a street car, but it'll have a hydro. You know, it'll have like the cool little drift spots.
Which it's already trimmed for on the interior. The goal with this video is to get this thing running and driving. Now, where it gets a little bit weird is the fact that I kept what I think is all of the original ECUs, DMEs, and modules, because the car has to see all those different computers for the OEM system to recognize that it has the manual gearbox. So let's hope we don't run into any issues. But the goal is to get this thing running and driving, and the car isn't perfect in a few different areas. Let me show you. The subframe is bent, but still seems to be straight. The windshield is fried. The rear quarter panels are dented and bent and just don't look that good. But something that's vital to the story is Jesse's been coming here for the last 2 months, taking bits and pieces from our Supra parts pile, and he's been installing them at home on his garage floor in his own time. But with all the layup work of him swapping the interior, transferring some of the ECUs, putting the diff in, doing the suspension arms, it's gonna give us the groundwork to get this thing up and running within just a few days. This car isn't perfect by any means, and the idea isn't necessarily to make it perfect. This car is gonna see the track. This car is gonna be a drift car to a certain degree. So there are certain things that we know are just going to get messed up over time. Take my A90 drift car as an example. Things are going to break. So we're not really trying to make the perfect show car in the world. We're trying to bring a car that was once crashed and written off and sold for chump change and brought back to life. Now, before the drivetrain goes in, we need to do a little bit of modification to the trans tunnel. Now, because this was an original automatic, the shifter location needs to be modified a little bit so we can actually fit the manual shifter up into the slot. Time to cut. As I said, because this was an automatic, the shifter location is a little bit different than the manual, but the locations are nearly the same. So all we have to do is follow the template that's already on the car, trim out the hole, so we can later attach our shifter assembly inside the car. And without wasting any time, Jesse and I started to try to get the engine to fit inside of the car. And because we already have the manual transmission attached to the engine, we're gonna be able to locate the original holes and mounting locations of everything. And if we're lucky, everything will bolt up just right.
All right, it's looking more straight. It's hitting a little bit on this right side. Yeah, once we get the trans in, the engine should straighten out a little bit. It was just these hoses were just touching each other. Hey, look at that. It's starting to line up. Look at that, sick to see.
What's cool about putting an engine into a car that is supposed to have that engine is things just line up. And despite our doubts, everything lined up just right.
Yes, that is awesome. That's a huge
Step in the right direction.
It really is.
Ah, so cool.
I'm filming this stuff. TJ Hunt's working on my car.
All right. Boom. In the car. And now with the B58 finally in its resting place, we're gonna start attaching all the coolers, the radiator, the brackets. And I did my best to get some of this footage, but we honestly missed quite a lot. We've been working so hard with so many things in the background, and without Anthony filming, please excuse the lack of clips in here. And I have to give Jesse some major props. With all the work that he did at home prepping this car before this moment, getting the interior swapped, the dash in, the carpets in, we were able to then just put the shifter in, and with minimal work, everything started falling into place.
Oh my god. And another thing they haven't seen is
Do it.
clutch pedal is already in. It's the same as any other BMW, like G80, G82. It just bolts up. Oh, dude. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
In the last 2 years, I've become an absolute NFL addict. I never miss a game, and now I'm always playing fantasy sports and Underdog Fantasy, and I never miss Sunday, Monday, or Thursday, and I've never been to an NFL game ever, but that has officially changed. I just used SeatGeek to book tickets for the Steelers and Chargers game in November, and I couldn't be more psyched, which is why I want to give today's video sponsor, SeatGeek, a major shout out. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 ticketing app, and there's a lot of reasons why. But one of my favorite reasons is that when I went to book my tickets on SeatGeek, I was able to choose my seats based on the view from the stadium. When you pull up the app, you can choose how many tickets you want, and it's varied on price. But once you click on a price point, you can actually see the view from the stadium location itself. I know that I want to be really close to the field and I want to be able to see, so that feature literally helped me know with full certainty that that was where I wanted to be. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, and they have everything from concerts to events to baseball, hockey, football. If it's event-based, they got tickets for it. And to top it all off, every seating position has a rating 1 through 10, so you know if you're getting a good deal for the price that you're paying. And of course, I have a code for you guys. All you have to do is type in code HUNT10 at checkout, and you'll get 10% off of your first set of tickets from SeatGeek. Make sure you click the link down below in the description to download the app and use that code at checkout, and you'll get the rewards. Thank you so much to SeatGeek for getting my first ever tickets ever to an NFL game. I'm so excited. And let's get back to today's video. Now that we have all this progress made, we're going to make a big defining moment, and we're going to put oil in the car, and we're going to see what happens when you try to key on. Now, keep in mind, we're still using different ECUs and different modules and a bunch of different parts. So we're not gonna necessarily run the car because there's no gas in it, but we're gonna see what happens when we try to crank the engine over. Will the car allow us to do it, or is something going to interfere and not let it turn over? Because honestly, we have no idea. But before we do that, we're gonna throw in some valve. Of course, we're gonna be using the VR1. We're gonna be going with a 1030 weight because Jesse's gonna be beating the crap out of it. That's awesome. So it has a 0-40. We're gonna go a little bit thicker with the 1030 VR1. Ain't no replacement for displacement, but we're talking about oil, so there's no replacement for just good stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is a crazy pour. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Sorry, dead. Jess. Oh my God. Don't. I should have splooshed it.
Oh yeah.
On purpose to just...
Look at this.
Dude, I can't see. Move it, Twan. Dude, Twan. Whoa! We have lights in the car. There's no fuel, but yeah. All right, so we just want to see if this thing will crank. Let's go to accessory mode. Whoa! That surprised me. I wasn't expecting that to happen.
I didn't expect that to happen.
Let it go for a second. Oh, sounds great. That sounds
great.
It will start.
Oh my God. All right, wait. Put it in first gear. Let's see if it spins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah! Movement!
We had a little bit of 100 left from Sunoco 55-gallon drum. We're super eager. We're gonna give it a start, give it a try.
Dylan and Jesse stayed a few hours later that night to try to get the Supra running before we came in the next day to surprise me. They tried to start it, and it failed. And they tried again, and again, and again. Until finally, Dylan realized one of the fuel lines wasn't properly clicked in. It was the last thing the car needed before it saw life.
All right, further inspection.
Oh my
What is
God.
All right, so one of the connectors wasn't fully plugged in.
No
Shit.
way, dude. It worked.
Shit, dude.
I'm so hyped.
Jesse, that's a running A90. Nobody's here. It's just us.
Oh my God.
So we'll have to probably really.
Over the last year, Jesse has really started to work with us more and more, and he's always someone who gives everything he has. He's always been there for us, he's always been there for me, and he's never let me down. And I don't think anyone's ever given Jesse the same type of return or love in his life with his projects. So the fact that we were able to give back to him this week and get this car up and running meant more to me than anything else. She's ready.
Yeah.
We did it last night. You're up.
All right, now we're gonna throw together the whole entire front end of the car. We've sourced pretty much everything, and this is what we're really gonna find out if Jesse's frame is straight enough. It's still a little bent, but that's gonna be okay. Let's throw it together.
Do you think TJ would be a good electrician?
No, I remember him probably like 6 years ago. There's a light switch that had an open socket and he just stuck his hand in it and he went, ah!
If TJ were a good electrician, I'd be shocked. Pull your.
Thing that I said that we had to put in first.
You did say that, you did say that, you did say that, you did say that.
Capturing everything, we need to start tightening from the back forward. So like all this stuff that's loose, you gotta tighten this. And then
Yoel!
I already tightened that side.
What?
Wow, it looks actually good.
That was the goal I was going for. Actually, f***ing good.
Looks good in here.
I don't know if it was mentioned already, but I swapped out the dash, TJ's manual center console because the car was automatic. Swapped out the headliner too, and then put all the interior bits back in. We're just missing a steering wheel, which I have one. Just waiting for the hub adapter.
Thank you for doing today's mask.
Is that how you be?
Like that?
Let me see the motion.
Let me see it.
Let me see the motion.
Look at it. Look, he's pressing in it. He's getting deep.
No, I'm
Choking her out right now?
Damn, bro.
just trying to.
Abuse?
I'm just trying to get the intake in, my guy.
Be up in them guts?
You be up in them guts like that, bro?
These two can't get the same room. You guys are banned.
Xerox, coolant, initiate, pour.
Beep beep delete beep beep. Start pouring it in your butt, twin.
Now that the front end is starting to come together, I'm gonna fix this front bumper, which this front bumper obviously has some damage to it, but that's okay, because we're gonna give it some new parts to kind of make it look a little bit nicer. We're gonna go ahead and install some aero on this car. Now, I gifted Jesse some Street Hunter parts, so I got him the Street Hunter front lip in carbon fiber, which is one of my favorite pieces from the whole Street Hunter catalog. And these are one of our new molds too, and look at all the inlay on the inside. So this just fits underneath the stock bumper, and you run the stock plastics. So you can literally see all of the cutouts and all the dimensions for everything. And this is a newer mold, and I haven't seen one of these lips since probably maybe like one of them from the batch to the first 20 we made. So it's really cool for me to see this. I haven't seen this in a while. It had all of this like milling, but it wasn't as clean and glassed. So this must be like a new mold that we've done. But I'm just like looking at it, and this looks really cool. I like this a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and start drilling this, and this is number 109.
We almost have a car. Our next step is to now unbox these brand new freaking headlights. One of my biggest fears is exploding my, what, you scared I'm gonna break it?
The way you grabbed it was wild.
One of my biggest fears is exploding the headlights on the drift car and then having to buy new ones because, Jesse, how much are these bad boys?
They are over $1,000 each.
Such big headlights. Honestly, A90
Whoa,
is
don't
one of my
jiggle it like that, you
favorite
psycho.
headlights ever.
Yeah, when you smoke these, dude, you're never gonna find used ones. Cause I had the car sitting for how long?
And never could find it.
Never could find used ones.
Woo!
Yeah, let it go for a bit. It's gonna be dry.
Congratulations, you and Anthony are now part of the
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Right around 2 a.m., the most populated areas in San Diego,
Yeah,
we're
they're
gonna be
fun.
driving.
Now that the car is running and we're actually able to get through the gears, we want to throw wheels on it, put the front bumper on it, put the hood back on it. But this was a custom exhaust we had made for the car. Now, when it was still on the stock drivetrain, the B58 was still so quiet, like under throttle because it's turbo, that we had this custom 4-inch all the way back exhaust made, and it made the car significantly louder. So Jesse, I'm passing the torch.
Dude, it's like frustratingly loud.
It is louder than what it is opened out
Yeah.
by. It makes me so happy to see this car live on. And it isn't gonna be the most crispy build we've put out of the shop, but to be able to bring this car back to life and have it be Jesse's car, and there's still a lot of things that need to be done to this car, but
If you want it to be one of the crispiest builds out of this shop, like, comment, subscribe.
if this video gets 25,000 likes, we'll bring Jesse's car back and we'll make it cool. We'll make it one color, we'll put more parts on it, we'll put proper suspension on it. But Jesse had pretty much a lot of these parts he was saving to do for a long time, and we're gonna get it back on the road for him way quicker than he was expecting.
Hit it like it just stole money from you. Yeah, hit it! Hit it!
From where we started to where we are right now, I am struggling to believe that this is the same car.
Me too. It's crazy. There's an engine in it now, and towed it here, and I'm driving it onto the trailer this time.
Jesse keeps saying off camera, he keeps having these moments where he's like, I can't believe this is my car. He's never had like a newer daily before.
Yeah.
You have, like-
Well, let me show you what I told Dylan. I never had a car that makes this noise. Like, do you remember what I told you?
Let your hand go. Yeah.
Like that
The
stock
strut.
noise,
Old
dude.
money shirt right there,
Yeah,
Jesse.
if you know what I'm talking about,
That's
you know what
all
I'm
money
talking
shit.
about. That's different.
Keep in mind,
Holding it
Jesse
down.
has a bunch of other really cool cars. He has a bunch of drift cars. He has 2 S chassis, both Jay-Z swapped. He's got
a fair amount of toys.
Yeah,
But he's
yeah.
the example of someone that would rather have like 5 things rather than like one nicer thing.
a man.
Yeah, I
You know
guess
what I'm
so.
saying?
Yeah,
Which is very much
what, me?
like you.
What are you? What the?
But now he has a dope ass S15. So
All right, hell yeah.
I don't know how to sort of say about that, but
Calvin, does this make you Mr. Supra at all?
No,
It doesn't.
no.
Doesn't.
Dylan asked me this question, would you take the Supra or the BRZ? And I honestly said 50-50. If I crashed the BRZ and then that went away, I would be happy with the Supra. But the Supra was crashed and that went away.
Why do you not like the Supra more? You would think that it's newer, it's faster, blah 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 blah, and it's so 50-50.
oh.
Please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. Please don't.
Oh, it's about to get stuck. Oh, it's gonna.
I don't think I've ever said this on camera before, but I'll say this now. This is probably my favorite car ever made in the last 10 years.
Oh, really?
sick. That's why I wanted it. That's
Well-
why I was like, I'll get it by any means, and got a shell, you know?
Yeah.
I think it looks sick as f. I wanted it for such a long time.
I think that this is the chassis of the next 10 years.
I saw that on a comment.
Yeah.
Or that Instagram post.
I truly think it is. I think that from a car standpoint, you can buy these things used with the B58 Auto for the high 30s now.
What?
Can you believe
Why
that?
would you ever get a BRZ?
They're a very affordable car. You get all the performance you could ever want out of it. There's such a big backing in the motorsport world for the Supra. The fact that they make a factory GT4 race car of this is super awesome. I'm actually hoping to race the GR Supra GT4 class next year. A little Easter egg, we'll see about that. And then also in the drift world, like it's so, I freaking love this chassis. I wish we could just build Supras on this channel. I wish we could do like a Supra for time attack, a Supra for drag, a Supra for drift, and then do another street car. I freaking love this car, and I will die on the hill for this car. I think it's so epic. Also can't forget we have a Street Hunter duckbill for the Supra, so we're gonna throw this thing on really quickly. A little bit of simple 3M tape going down on the wing, and it's going in for the install.
Oh, make sure you're straight. Make sure it's straight.
It's okay, because for V2, we're gonna do the big style wing. Hell yeah, dude.
Although this car is unfinished in a few different areas, we're gonna try to celebrate by driving it. Coolest thing is to see this gearbox back in action.
Just making sure we have brakes.
Making sure the brakes work. Oh, listen to that. It sounds so good. Hear the turbos?
Oh, this thing's fucking so hard.
Yeah, it might be sketchy.
Dude, we're fucking driving this right now.
It's moving! What was that ship? Jesse's. There's no windshield, so we're just getting blasted. The Supra still has some things left on it to get fixed, but our main goal was to get this car that was a shell and make it running and driving again with all the manual transmission stuff. The fact that it all still works and have different communication modules and ECUs, and we have the main ECU for the manual one, but other modules and stuff is really cool. If you guys get the video to 25,000 likes, we'll do a dream build style video for Jesse. So it's gonna be in your guys' hands. So there's still a bunch of aftermarket parts we can do. Potential Street Hunter wide body kit if you were really a hot boy.
I'm a hot boy.
Yeah. Seats, coilovers.
Wheel, single turbo kit, everything, everything, everything.
Ooh, the single turbo kit is really cool. I've done it before on this car. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. Jesse,
TJ, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I'm stoked that this thing is back on the road.
Yeah, it's crazy that this is like mine, and then I get to do this with you, Dylan, Calvin, Twan. Like, I'm nobody to be in this position, but I am, and I'm super grateful for it. So thank you guys
I'm
all.
gonna give Jesse a little shout out here. I only met Jesse like maybe a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Probably a year ago, and I met you through Dylan. Jesse is in the background of a lot of videos that you guys see here. He does a lot of fabrication work for us, but also like he's just an extra help because he lives local to us. And every time Jesse is here, he's always working hard, never distracted, doing whatever, not hanging out on his phone, not doing whatever. He's literally putting in effort, and I see it. So I was like, I was really stoked to at least get the hard majority of the work done here and just build it with him and get it out of the way. And it's been awesome hanging out with Jesse. So I hope you guys get to see him more in videos. He's a part of our race program, which isn't always filmed on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff Jesse's been involved with, and it's been awesome to have it here. So thank you guys for watching today's video. I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out, and keep moving forward.